Certainly one of the most beautiful structures. And we've got...
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at center. And for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Giannis. Holiday finds Middleton. High post Lopez. Here's Holiday. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Harris.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
And here now is Thybulle. Following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. From deep. The rebound by Holiday. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Pass to Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Now here is Harris, and it's Thybulle in the corner. Antetokounmpo against Harris. Lock at 6. Harris missing again.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And the shot is good.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Simmons. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Holiday surveying the floor. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. Middleton with it. 5 to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in. Middleton's got 5.
Man, I tell you what, Middleton does a nice job using his length inside. You know, when he gets in a good spot, he's a high percentage shooter from there.
Now, here's Thybulle. Back to Simmons. Pass to Harris. A 3-ball. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Here's Connaughton. Kicks to Tucker. From deep three-point range, and the Bucks miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Now, here's Milton. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Here is Forbes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Portis throws it down.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the bucket by the Bucks. The pass to Scott. Milton in the corner. The dish to Howard. Back to Milton. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Connaughton, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks lead by 2. We'll get things started in the second. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got Portis. E.J. Tucker is out there with Teague, and it's Connaughton in it with the shooting guard. Passes it to Moore. The Bucks working the ball around. And Portis throws it down.
Terrific awareness from the savvy point guard. Jeff Teague is excellent at getting the ball to the open man.
Curry way outside, and that one is off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Maxey. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry. Lopez. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 4. Harris with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Back to DiVincenzo. The 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. The 76ers trail by 3. Go on the wing. Green left side. On the wing, Harris. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
George Hill's checked in for the 76ers.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo has really learned how to get himself to the foul line. It's one of the easiest ways to score the ball. He gets to the stripe at a higher clip with each passing year.
Outside for Simmons. It's back to Hill. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The 76ers with another miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Connaughton. That one off the back iron and out. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for George Hill. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Pass to Nora. Now Portis. Excellent D from Howard.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Inside. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Can't connect from short range. Pass to Nora. Takes a 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Nora's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Howard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Howard's got his first points of the game.
You know, this is where Howard does the most damage. With his height and length and athleticism, how do you guard him inside?
And that does it. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Followed.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that does it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the 3 spot.
Boy, never shy about getting to that rack. Simmons so aggressive playing downhill. Nice dunk there.
Holiday against Harris, and stolen by Simmons. Thybulle kicks to Embiid. Pull up Jay, out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Bucks leading by 4.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time and the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Just 3 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. Harris, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Thibault, the pass to Green. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Outside, Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. To the paint. It's deflected. Embiid with the steal. 3 on 3. And it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by DiVincenzo.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hill's subbed in for Danny Green. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Howard comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's Shake Milton in for Tobias Harris. The Bucks also with the sub. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. It's stolen by Milton. Howard's shot is good.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mike Scott's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for George Hill. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. The pass to Scott. Over to the left wing. This is to Howard. Shoots over Portis. Misses off the right iron. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. This one for 3. Can't hit that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Passes to Milton. Down low, Howard. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Howard's got 6.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
T kicks to Portis. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And now the 76ers on the break. Deflects the pass. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Tucker. Up again. Milwaukee getting another chance here. Portis, the pass to Tucker. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Teague deciding where to go with it. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got P.J. Tucker, and this is going to be a coach's challenge. Here in the fourth quarter, close game. He wants to get the basket interference call reviewed.
And basket interference is another one of the types of calls that can be really difficult to make. Up by the basket, oftentimes bodies and arms flying everywhere during some tip ball or attempted block or tip-in situations. These are tough to get right.
And compared to some of the more easy ones to review, like shot clock and game clock, or whether a shot was a 2 or 3-pointer, these basket interference calls, kind of tricky to deal with. And the word is in. The officials, guys, have ruled that the call stands. So the basket interference will be in effect.
Even though they had it right the first time, it was a good move to double check.
And the 76ers making a change here. Howard's checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
The 76ers lead. And it's Thibault in the corner. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Antetokounmpo. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Howard finds Simmons. Harris against Middleton. Harris passes to Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
That's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Outside Holiday. Simmons against Giannis. Makes it off the glass. Giannis has got 4 points this quarter.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Pass to Simmons. Harris outside. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Shot clock at 6. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Embiid. Harris has got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Dwight Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Antetokounmpo. Simmons pulls it in.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Howard dishes to Embiid. That one goes in.
What a soft touch from the big man. Embiid's jumper is ATM when he's in rhythm.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Chris Middleton.
You know, you can't go for the shot fake. As soon as Embiid has you in the air, it's over. You're done.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Giannis. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. And stolen by Simmons. Howard with it. The pass to Thibault. Outside, Simmons. On the way, Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly. Outside for Simmons. Three-pointer. And the 76ers get it back. Embiid finds Howard. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Back to Simmons. For 3, Harris. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Passes it to Middleton. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside, Simmons. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. It's Giannis with the drive.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
All right, David, thank you. Coming right up. Welcome to 2K Sports for an DH.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. So the next starting five. They've got Joe Harris on out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at center. And for the 76ers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Irving passes to Brown. Right side, Jordan. Shot clock at 5. Here's Irving. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And Doris, tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes both free throws. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Now the dish to Harris. From 18 feet away, Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Green against Harris. Harris looking it over. A rebound by the Nets. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Durant, and it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Durant up top, guarded by Harris. Jordan.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Here's Simmons. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
6 on the shot clock. Back to Harris. Here's Irving. Out to Harris. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Simmons passes to Embiid. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Irving. And the Nets miss again. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
The kick out to Irving. Brown outside. 4 on the shot clock. It's Durant on the wing. Over Harris. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. There's the pass to Embiid. Harris inside, guarded by KD. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Brown.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Scotty's checked in for the 76ers. Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Korkmaz. Now, here's Milton. Guarded by Harden.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Pass to Griffin. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish. .11 left here in the first quarter.
pass to Korkmaz. Now here's Scott, headed by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Oh, the power on that throw-down.
Well, Joe Harris staying engaged on the defensive end. Nice anticipation to get that steal.
And there's the pass to Milton. Dishes to Howard. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Now, here is Harden. Griffin finds Harden. They kick it out to Green. Irving looking for an opening. And it's in there.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
Here's Maxey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And slam dunk by Maxey.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. 76ers on top, up by 1. Live from Philadelphia.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And there's Green. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Bounce pass from Hill. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
And here's Maxey. Pass to Howard. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. Harden scanning the floor. Over Milton. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Stolen by Durant. Harden has a wide open look. Another shot. Down kicks to Jordan. Durant, the pass to Claxton. Rebounded by Howard. 76ers trailing. To the inside. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Back to Harden. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
One-on-one fast break. And Harden with the stop.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Maxey. And that one drops. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size. You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
This is it to Griffin. Back to Harden. Yes, that goes in.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. It's what he does best in pick and roll calls.
Harden the pass to KD. He feeds it to Jordan. From downtown, and Harden with the basket on the assist by Jordan. Harden's got 11.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Simmons on the wing. He dishes it to Howard. 43 seconds left now here in the second. 5 on the clock. Harris finds Simmons. The shot will not fall. Griffin with some nice D. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And on any given play, the beard can take your breath away. He's just got that flair for the spectacular.
Now, here's Thibault. He's covered by Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots in the game right here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
They kick it out to Green. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
And a close game so far through the first two. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They ended the period holding on to a... And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
Boy, if you allow Kevin Durant to play in space, in transition, you can turn the lights out.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
And remember now, Embiid lost 20 pounds during the summer of 19. There, looking light on his feet in transition.
Pass to Brown. Back to Irving. Embiid with the steal. The pass to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Such a smart offensive player. Harris in just the right spot there to finish on the break.
And he commits the intentional foul. Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in for Durant. Nobody near Irving. Claxton the pass to Irving. On the wing, Brown. Outside Irving. Tries it from 19, and he comes up with the deuce. Irving's got 8.
Yeah, that ability to create a shot for himself, so important for Kyrie with the shot clock dwindling to nothing.
Al Simmons, 8 points for him. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Green. Brooklyn trailing. Brown drives in. Crafty move. And Green with the lay-in.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Simmons against Irving. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Harden in for Bruce Brown. And here's Harden for 3. And the Nets miss again.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And it's Scott with the jam.
They're still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Harden dishes to Harris. Now here's Harden, defended by Milton.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now here's Maxey. He's got 6. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
And that one's good. Maxey. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Jordan kicks to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Durant down low. Scott's there. Brooklyn needs to get off the shot here. With 3, Harris, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Green comes in for James Harden. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Embiid. And the shot goes in. 6 points for him.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
And the 76ers with some changes. There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. Irving passes to Harris. Back to Irving. Pass to Green. 4 seconds left. And it's good on the layup. Green's got his second basket.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
With 1 on the clock. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Kyrie Irving. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Griffin, and it's Harris in at the 2-guard spot. Irving kicks to Green. Embiid with it. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And Simmons slams it in.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Here's Durant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You have to respect Kevin Durant's ability to pick up fouls, and I love seeing him drive with authority.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Hill. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry. And a switch here for Brooklyn. James Harden, he's checked in for Harris.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Simmons on the wing. Guarded by KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green. Up and in on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Outside Irving. Outside KD. It's stolen by Green. And now Philadelphia on the break. Simmons is running.
And love watching Simmons run the floor. Just eating up so much space in so little time.
Here is Harden. Over in the corner, Green. Outside Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Irving can't hit.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Howard's checked in. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it, Kevin.
Simmons passes to Harris. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Kicks it out to Harden. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
In the corner, it's Harris. 1:43 left here in the 4th quarter. The feed to Embiid. And Jordan sends it back.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
A wide open look for Durant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one. And here is Simmons. can't get it to go. Good D by Jordan. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons, just such a gifted player, someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
Irving passes to Harden. Over Thibault. Harden's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And out of bounds is Brooklyn gains possession. Danny Green, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. The Nets also changing it up. Joe Harris is checked in for Griffin. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Irving against Simmons. Harris passes to Jordan. Nice move. Yes! And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. To now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
They get it back. The kick out to Irving. The putback, it drops.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
So it's the 76ers taking the win. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Bogdanovich in a two-guard. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at small forward. And Young, here we go, doesn't get it to drop for him. Simmons with the defensive effort. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
A nice shot by Young.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Harris outside. High post, Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landing in. He wanted to make a statement.
And it goes down 2 points.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Simmons looking around. No good there. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Here's Young. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Simmons with it. Tries again. Here's Embiid. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Trae Young. Back to Simmons. Green kicks to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Pass to Harris. They kick it out to Green. With the clock winding down, here's Embiid, and the basket is good.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now, here is Young. He's got 6. Capella goes in Atlanta again with the bucket. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind? Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Young against Simmons. And it's blocked by Simmons. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Some changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hill's subbed in for Simmons. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. And Maxey subbed in for George Hill. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
So the wing on the left. Korkmaz passes to Scott. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. Howard can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. It's good.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Maxey passes to Scott. And it's blocked. And now here comes Williams leading the break. That one goes in.
Not many guys change end to end faster than Lou. Hard to match up with in the open floor.
The 76ers trail by 6. Here's Maxey. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes it to Milton. And the 76ers get it back. Here's Howard. The 76ers with another miss. And so it's Atlanta with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing up. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for
being from Africa at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Embiid. Howard is out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Curry in at the point. Here's Curry. And he gets it to go.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's Dunn. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Herter passes to Gallinari. Back to Herter. Shot clock at 6. And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility. Great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the 76ers. Simmons checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And George Hills subbed in for Shake Milton. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Herter. Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for Okongwu. Young is subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. And good that time. Young's got 8.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Simmons can't get it to go. It's stolen by Hill. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. Simmons missing again. The Hawks leading by 5. Looking to get back on track here.
A 3-and-D player. That break started by Danny Green's awareness on the defensive end, creating the turnover.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Tobias Harris comes in for Hill. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry. Tony Snell's checked in for Atlanta.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. Lou Williams is checked in for Atlanta. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Harris. Second shot opportunity. Here's Embiid. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Here's Young. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Now, here's Thibault. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
And Young, here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of this. The Hawks making a switch here. Hunter's checked in.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Simmons left side. And the shot goes in. Simmons got 12.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Clint Capella.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Mike Scott's checked in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Howard's checked in for Embiid. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. And Herter gets it to go.
This is where Herter's toughness comes into play. Inside against physical D.
Here's Milton. Howard trying to free himself up. A shot by Milton, no good. And now Gallinari pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Maxey passes to Scott. Now, here's Maxey. He's tightly guarded. The shot's good.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
The Hawks leading.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Here's Williams, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 6.
You see the toughness of Williams. Won't shy away from contact.
And some good. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 12 points. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. They got Tony Snell. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young, and it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position. Dwight Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
People probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Here's Young and Embiid with the block. And now Philadelphia on the break. And Simmons kicks to Thibault. The drive by Simmons. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Harris looking it over Young. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist from Tobias Harris. Embiid's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Young pass to Bogdanovich. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Simmons. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's tipped. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Thibault finds Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And guys, we've become accustomed to this. Embiid's a dynamic scorer who's comfortable shouldering the offensive load.
Young outside to the middle. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
A nice shot by Simmons. The Hawks trailing. And so they foul intentionally. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxi's subbed in for Simmons. Atlanta also making some changes here. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Trae Young. 76ers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. A shot by Milton, no good.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Dunn shot's good.
This is a common scenario for Chris Dunn. Pushing the action, drawing contact, making a play.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
And it's Dunn penetrating. Can't hit from in close.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Here's Scott. And it's John Collins with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Now, here's Maxey. Dunn covering. And that one's good. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Dunn up top. Goes back up, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Dunn passes to Hunter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Dwight Howard.
Catching the defender out of position, DeAndre Hunter, he can score at all 3 levels.
Both good from the line that time. Now Hill. For 3, Harris. Offline.
Good D by Gallinari. Has a good combination of size and instinct.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. 76ers on top, leading by just 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Hill, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Outside, Simmons. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Trae Young, he's checked in for Okongwu. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
And Young, here we go. Count that one. Young's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Green deciding where to go with it. Down low. Embiid, no good. And the foul called on Danny Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. And for the Hawks, their shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Here's Young. Embiid knocks it loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Philadelphia on D. And Young, here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Both shots good from the stripe.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Timeout called the 76ers. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Danny Green. And then for Atlanta, Tony Snell comes in for Lou Williams. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Young. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Here's Simmons, and he uses the glass on the layup. Simmons got 10 points here in the second half.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Done outside. Gallinari left side. Over Howard. And Gallinari kicks to Okongwu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one hits back iron. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Thibault can't get it to go. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Herter passes to Gallinari. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. Done against Simmons. Shooting foul. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Simmons lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Pass to Snell. Feeds to Okongwu. Back to Snell. Just 5 to shoot. Can't hit the free throw line jump. The 76ers trail. Here's Thibault. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
To the left wing, and stolen by Harris. One-on-one fast break, and Simmons slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work. I like seeing this from a young player. Kevin Herter taking big shots.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The 76ers making a switch here. Green's checked in, and Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Trae Young subbed in for Dunn. Young drives in. Capella, it's in! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Up top, Simmons. He's guarded by Collins. And the rejection by Collins. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And that's an intentional foul. He knocks down the clutch free throw. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Philadelphia. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Hunter's checked in.
Unfortunate that he missed one, but he still hit a crucial point there to help get his team the lead.
Embiid kicks to Simmons. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league. And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both in.
Young inside.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on it becomes infectious. He brings his...
Up next, the Bucks taking up. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Thanks for.
And David, he is just getting started. Great stuff. Thanks as always. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. The inside shot. And off the glass. That one's good. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
And here they go. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Passes it to Embiid. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the 76ers now. In the corner, Simmons with it. Just 4 to shoot. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist from Tobias Harris.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaway.
And here is Green, following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Back to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. The rebound by the Bucks.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
They've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start the night.
Here's Simmons. And that one, good.
The physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now here's Simmons. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Embracing the physicality of the game. Simmons, he's used to getting knocked around a bit on the way up, but he's okay.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Hill in for Ben Simmons. Now here is Harris. Here's Korkmaz. They grabbed their own miss. Howard got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Bucks leading by 7. Here's Tucker. And he lays it straight in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The 76ers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. With 3, Harris. It's rebounded by Portis. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. He kicks it to Forbes. Here's the 3. No good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Harris drives in. And slam dunk by Harris.
That's just the big boy muscle of Harris, a real energizer who just fights through contact on his shots.
Maxey's checked in for Hill. The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the game here. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now here's Teague. Now the pass to Portis. Over Howard. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The 76ers trail by 6. From deep three-point range. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Right side Teague. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks ahead, leading by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Portis kicks to Forbes. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And Lopez throws it down.
I like the show of ferocity from Lopez. Whenever he plays down there with fire, it's infectious.
Pass to Maxey. To the paint. It's deflected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Now, here's Maxey. Here's Howard. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. Milwaukee leading by 4. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Outside Holiday. Howard with the steal.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
A shot by Milton, no good.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. The 76ers trail by 4. It's tipped. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. The kick out to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Six on the shot clock. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. And they double up Simmons. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
The speed is Simmons. It's hard to keep pace, but he excels at using it to capitalize in transition.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And the 76ers also making a change. Harris is checked in. Now here's Lopez. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding on looking for the best shot possible.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo finds Giannis. That one good for 2. Giannis has got 6 points.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here is Harris. 1:10 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Simmons. Again, Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now, Giannis. He has 6. And he banks in the layup. 8 points for him.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Harris looking it over. 34 seconds left to play here in the half. Does not find the basket. His 2nd miss. He's now 1 for 3. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Can't cash in from close range.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Embiid with the steal. Here's Thibault. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Middleton. Giannis outside. And Giannis throws it down.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bucks lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It was a fast pace for Milwaukee at the outset. They didn't wait long to put together a 90. And
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. If you look at Antetokounmpo in this game, has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, the young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Maxey out there with George Hill. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. Inside, here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Pass to Maxey. In the corner, it's Harris. Off target from 3-point range. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Maxey. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Simmons. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Simmons passes to Howard. They need this. And the 76ers get it back. Harris kicks to Thibault. Clock at 6.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
And Giannis throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Harris passes to Howard. Another miss by Philadelphia.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Philadelphia also making some changes. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Ben Simmons. And they're running. All going up court. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Scotty's checked in for the 76ers. Taxi comes in for Curry.
What intensity on the glass from Portis, junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
Here's Maxey. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Bucks leading by 14. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here.
And you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Korkmaz. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 5 to shoot. Scott. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Back to Teague. The Bucks working the ball around. To the inside. Out to the wing. Here's Connaughton. Defended by Scott. Mora can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Milwaukee has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside Portis. And stolen by Scott. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Portis. And there's the call on Howard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Teague. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Hill. There's 18 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Tries from 16. That one a little long. Simmons on the wing. 10 points for him. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And the huge hands of Embiid. I mean, it helps on the board. He snatches up rebounds with ease.
Here's Tucker. No good on the last second attempt there. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Milwaukee on top as they end the... And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 1. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Maxey. Got a piece of it. Back to Howard. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got 6 rebounds in the game. To the middle. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. Back to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Portis has got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Out left to the wing. Fires the 3. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Mora, the pass to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Pass to Portis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 5th assist in this one. The 76ers trail by 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Howard in the post. Working on Portis. A nice shot by Howard.
Oh, that's just too much strength from Howard. A little contact doesn't bother him in the least.
Bucks leading by 16. Outside Portis. Poked away and stolen by Scott. By himself. And Howard with the stuff.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Scott. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Shot clock at 5. For 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's a 14-point game.
Now, you can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
Bucks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Giannis outside. And the Bucks miss again. The 76ers trail by 12. It's stolen by the Tacumbo. Lopez with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Back to Middleton. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
And with great positional size, Milton knows how to do damage down low.
Harris outside. Howard against Lopez. Howard kicks to Thybulle. Takes the 3. The rebound by the Bucks. They led by as many as 18 points.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Bucks.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Middleton with it.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The traffic in New York City making it short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the small forward. And for the Nets, they've got Joe Harris. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the 1 spot. KD with it, picked up by Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Nets with the new shot clock. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And stolen by Harris. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Simmons, and Jordan sends it back.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Durant. And KD throws it down.
You know, why settle for the layup when you're this close? Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Here's Thybulle following the bucket by the Nets. Some solid defense from Brown. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control. Simmons can get up for blocks.
Green kicks to Thybulle. Harris draws the double. And slam dunk by Harris.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Durant dishes to Brown. Back to KD. Pass to Brown. Jordan against Embiid. Harden outside. 4 on the clock. Elbow shot is on the way. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Now here's Embiid. Back to Simmons. Draws contact on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being...
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Oh, man. Phenomenal timing that time, guys, from Simmons. I mean, leaving the ground once the pass was released and then tearing the basket almost out of the glass.
Back to Harden. Down low, Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Simmons. Doesn't go for him. The Nets go the other way with it. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin comes in for Jordan. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Brown.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Irving surveying the floor. Griffin kicks to Irving. Three-pointer. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. It's a tie ball game.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Here's Maxey. From down in the low post, it goes.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
46 seconds left in the first quarter. Harden the pass to Irving. He feeds it to Griffin. Back to Irving. Harden outside. Over Maxey. Harden, no good.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain. You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
No good on that one. Now, here's Milton. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Harden. Can't hit that one. And that does it for the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead. They're up by 4. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
We've got Irving. He's out there with Harden. Durant is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Durant against Harris. Shoots over KD. Kept alive. And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Brown is checked in for James Harden. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Harris. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Curry. Here's Maxey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Irving dishes to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Outside, Scott passes it to Maxey. Bobbing up there for Howard. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Brown kicks to Irving. Shoots from the high post. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Irving's got 5 now.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Good on the shot. And the 76ers lead by 7.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jeff Green is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Durant down low. He's against Green. Outside for KD. Oh, good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Harris outside. A second chance effort. He can't get that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Green passes to KD. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And that one, good. 6 points for him.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Pass to Thibault. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Simmons with it. 9 points in the game so far. And the pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
These guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
Nets trail by 9. 52 seconds left in the first half. And Durant gets it to go. KD's got 6.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I think they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Brooklyn. The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Kevin Durant. Here's Brown. Griffin trying to get open, and it's Brown missing. Philadelphia leading by 9.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And here is Hill. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
And so it's the Philadelphia 7. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points. And with all the... And that'll do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the free spot. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Howard's checked in for Green. KD finds Jordan. A shake. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Back to Thibault. From down low. Embiid wide open. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
The mid-range J from Embiid getting better and better.
Brown outside. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Harden.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Thibault, the pass to Simmons. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Joe Harris, and Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Here's Embiid. A rebound by the Nets. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
You know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Great positioning on the putback.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now, here's Thibault. Covered by Irving. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons is driving inside. I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Outside Durant. Feeds it to Jordan. Action coming off the assist from KD. Jordan's got 8.
Well, the paint is Jordan's home turf now. He moves and shoots with real confidence inside.
Here's Simmons. Oh, that's blocked.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. And Maxey subbed in for Matisse Thybulle.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Inside, Griffin with the steal. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And Green slams it in.
Well, they're getting stopped, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Maxey, Green with the block. And they get it back. Second shot opportunity. And Howard with the nice bucket inside. And the 76ers lead by 5.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
They kick it out to Green. Harden right side. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Pass to Korkmaz. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Passes to Harden. And he he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Free throw good, James Harden.
One of the hardest and trickiest covers in the league. Harden, not just a superb scorer, but also an amazing passer, which really makes him really hard to guard.
On the wing, Harris, guarded by Green, and Curry has it in the corner. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
It's dangerous now letting Embiid get this deep. You're asking to get posterized with the throwdown.
And Harden launches it from deep, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Brooklyn has possession. 4-point game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Green is out there with Harris. Then there's Brown. And it's Harden in at the 2-guard spot. And that one drops.
Aggressive in deep. Once Harden gets to a spot he likes, he goes right to work.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Green. Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Bruce Brown. And then for Philadelphia, Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Scott, and it's Green and for Korkmaz. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move, right now. Evan?
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Back to Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's 17 points for Ben Simmons.
Boy, he's a real bully inside. I mean, you forget sometimes that Simmons is 6'9", 6'10", with nice touch. It's a nice combination near the basket.
Durant, wide open, he fires. Off target with the open look.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that. Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Tries to save it. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Simmons. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Pass to Claxton. High post, KD. To the paint, and stolen by Thibault. And now the 76ers on the break for the finish. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Harden outside. Griffin trying to get open, and it's blocked. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Up the floor, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And Harden with the step.
And, you know, Harden's exceptional at getting out on the break in transition. I mean, running exactly the right path and getting it done.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's Simmons penetrating. Jordan with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face as was.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be.
Oh, wow. And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
1:58 left to play here in the fourth. Brown inside, defended by Thibault.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Thibault on the wing. There's the dish to Embiid. 6 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Nets. Nets trail by 8. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. Howard against Durant. Simmons on the wing. Clock at 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Danny Green, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. And so it's Brooklyn with it, trailing here by 8. Outside Irving. High post, KD. On the wing, Harris. Back to Durant. From the arc. And the Nets miss again. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
Simmons looking around. Thibault on the wing, guarded by Jordan. Thibault on the wing.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. So the 76ers win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home. And nothing.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for Atlanta, they've got John Collins. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Snell in at the small forward. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back.
Oh! Boy, did he go way up for that one. Oof. John Collins is terrific in transition. Consistently beats opponents up and down the floor.
Now here's Simmons. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like there.
Young dishes to Capella. To the middle. Knocked away. And stolen by Thibault. Young against Simmons. That one doesn't drop. And Atlanta will come the other way.
And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane, and knocks down perimeter shots.
Now here's Embiid. Good work defensively by Capella.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Young passes to Capella. That's tipped. Inside. Young, good.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Outside, Simmons. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Young against Simmons. A floater. Count that bucket. Young's got his second basket of the game.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
Simmons passes to Thibault. Embiid kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Bogdanovich. Lets it go with the 3. Snell dishes to Young. Another shot. And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility. Great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Shots good from Young.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that.
Oh! Wow!
He went high.
That was nice. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Young. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Young's got 8 points.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Outside, Green. Simmons on the wing. Second chance shot, Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Williams passes to Okongwu. The kick out to Williams. And he gets the bucket.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
43 seconds left to play here in the first. Passes it to Korkmaz. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Maxey. From outside, off the mark. The Hawks leading by 4. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Catching the defender out of position, DeAndre Hunter, he can score at all 3 levels.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Hunter. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Here's Maxey. It's rebounded by Lou Williams. In the corner, Herter with it. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight in his... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Korkmaz is out there with Howard. Then it's Shake Milton. Then it's Curry. And it's Hill in at the point. Atlanta leading by 6. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Milton in the corner. A 3. 76ers with the new shot clock. Launches it. Here's Korkmaz. Here's Curry. Some solid defense from Gallinari. The Hawks leading. Hunter dishes to Dunn. Lets a floater go, and it's good. 2 points. Dunn's got his first 2 points.
Love that little floater by Chris Dunn. He's trying to make it a weapon.
Here's Milton. Offline with his 3. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Yes, that goes in. And it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Curry fires from way outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Then for the 76ers, Scotty's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Hill. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. And So they foul intentionally. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Young taking his time here. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Harris inside. Young's there. A nice shot by Harris.
High percentage look for Harris. He becomes more and more efficient offensively.
The pass to Capella. Outside Williams. 1:49 left now here in the second. Capella with the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. Simmons against Young. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Gallinari comes in for Collins. And Tony Snell subbed in for Young.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Green taking his time here. A 3 from Simmons. Atlanta with the rebound.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Okongwu with it. Embiid's there. Lets it go from deep. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And stolen by Okongwu. Ahead. And Okongwu slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
And so it's Atlanta. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. And the greatest bench scorer in it. And that's a wrap for our half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks, Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Collins. And it's Snell in at the 3. Young against Simmons. Young's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 14. Basket counts.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. At one point, they led by 16. to the inside. The 10-footer. Count it. Good. And the Hawks lead by 14.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Simmons finds Harris. Back to Simmons. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
So for the Hawks, Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Trae Young. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. If you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Capella, the pass to Hunter. Here's Huerter. Off target from outside.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Simmons. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Mike Scott's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Curry.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. The league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole. We all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, T.A. Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Williams comes in for Dunn. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Outside Williams. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded closer. Misses the baby hook. The 76ers trail by 11. Milton the pass to Maxey. Off the mark and a bad shot there. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Here's Maxey. They get it again. Howard. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Atlanta making some changes. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hunter. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Huerter. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Simmons comes in for Scott. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And George Hills subbed in for Shake Milton. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
So it's the Hawks now. Here's Gallinari. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Simmons.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Now, here is Young. 12 points for him. It's good. Young's got 14.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
On the wing, Green. Here's Simmons. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
Here's Williams. Simmons with the defensive effort.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Hawk. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with George Hill. And it's Green in at the three spot. For three, Harris. That shot off, and it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And here's Young. Outside, Bogdanovich. Off target with his three. The 76ers trail by 11. Green passes to Harris. Embiid with it. Hill kicks to Harris. From deep. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got his fifth rebound in this one. Molinari dishes to Young. Snell, the pass to Capella. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Harris.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Now Curry. For the three. The 76ers again can't hit it. Atlanta leading by 14. Bogdanovich looking around. The Hawks again can't hit.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Green, no luck. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The three from Bogdanovich. Atlanta gets it back. Collins kicks to Snell. Lets the three fly. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Hawks lead by 17.
You can't forget about Snell's deep shot. He relishes torching defenses from there.
From outside the arc. The shot by Curry, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Young's shot is off. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Down by 15. And that one's good. Thybulle. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden. I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Daimler, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Here's Harris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Young outside. And the rejection by Embiid. And now the 76ers on the break. Outside Curry. Puts up a three. That one misses. And Atlanta will come the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Hawks.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Clint Capella.
Boy, it was amazing the level of chaos he caused. Challenging ball handlers, getting into passing lanes, racking up a number of steals that helped demoralize his opponent.
The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. Collins finds Capella. Back to Young. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be put. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.